don't have to be the father and the coach. Now I can just be the coach, and I don't have to look and make sure I'm a dad and he's doing his job. I'm a dad, he's doing his job on the defensive side. I love the challenge. I do.
Maybe he has a point. ESPN Bet Sportsbook seems to think, though, Colorado will.
Welcome to Waco, Texas, home of the Baylor Bears and McLean Stadium. Boats lining the
Boy,
plazas as the Baylor
I'm betting the
Pride
over.
is ready to welcome the Bears.
But it's just not enough. It's 100 to win
This is
135.
one
It's
of
1,000 to
those
win 13. It's
benchmark
1,000 to win
opportunities for
1350.
both teams, a mid-season top 10 showdown. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Baylor Bears. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So Baylor's offense takes the field to start this game off. And this big fella can beat you in a number of different ways in the passing game, David.
Yes, so much fun to have a guy that I can rely on, that can beat guys over the middle of the field, that can beat man-to-man coverage. This guy's the ultimate weapon.
And I love that this guy has an awesome catch radius. You don't have to be perfect as a quarterback when you throw to him. He can make you look good.
They'll try the left side. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume. He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Out of the gun, the inside give. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. Now he's looking to throw it. He's got his man. And he's dragged down. And the Bears want to move quickly. The receivers often will run their route based on the side adjustment. He's got it down the middle. And he'll be marked down right there, still short of the first down. This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. That's a good spot on the field to go for it. Really, everything to gain and not much to lose.
Yeah, and most coaches discuss or know pregame ramps, how far their kickers can kick it. Do I have a boot to even consider this? But I think you want to stay.
You got 2,000? Yeah.
The Bears have it with a 1st and 10. The inside handoff. Able to make the tackle, but not before he gets 5 yards down to the 21. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. He'll pull it down and run. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Looking to throw. Got it. He gets it in. Touchdown Bears!
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
assembles the most vehicles in the country. Ford. That's not a coincidence. It's a commitment. A commitment Ford dealers share by offering employee pricing across a full lineup of Ford vehicles. Now get employee pricing available across a full lineup of Ford trucks and SUVs. Employee pricing. You pay what we pay. Only at your best in Texas Ford dealer.
When you need a lift, you could use a big financial friend. Your BFF. Experience. Strong enough to help you push.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. So the Baylor Bears offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. A big challenge for both of these quarterbacks, Jesse, is dealing with a ball-hawking free safety on the other side.
Oh, you're right, Reese. QBs better be good with their eyes. Better not stare down wide receivers in this one, because if you float the ball down the middle of the field, that's getting picked.
And these guys are going to be right in the middle of the field, flying all over the field, and quarterbacks will make sure that they are locked in and not throwing the ball near those guys.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Use the play fake, now to throw. Rolls it in. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
That is a really good-looking throw. And you think about the expectation level now for quarterbacks at Georgia. Matthew Stafford was the #1 pick overall. Stetson Bennett won 2 national championships. Imagine the pressure on this guy. But when you see throws like that, he makes you believe that he can step up and lead this team to yet another natty.
From the gun, running back gets to give. What a cut, now he's loose. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. Georgia going up tempo.
I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right. They get him in space using his speed. Good play call.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. It'll be a draw. Lowers those pads. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. So close to cashing it in for this offense. A 1st down run in the red zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Georgia!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
He's going for the big play. And he's got it inside the 10. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
And the Bears have it with a 1st and goal. Movement here from the tight end. Wide receiver coming across in motion. With the run on 1st and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Now on 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down. The Bears headed quickly to the line. Needs to get it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Pressure's there and he lets it go. He'll just throw it away and it'll be 4th down. And as they come to the line of scrimmage, they're passing on the field goal. But look, worst case scenario, you don't get it here, they're backed up in their own end. Going for 6. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Baylor!
I tell you what, when you give me that kind of effort, I'm going to find you more often. What a layout. QB throws the football a little bit in front of him. Had to dive and go make the catch. He lays out, secures the catch through the ground. Remember, got to catch it all the way through the ground. Nice effort by that receiver there.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, David.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? They'll try to get the first through the air. Gets it out quickly. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. Give to the running back. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down. And those hairy dogs taking a bite out of another 1st down.
You don't usually find Georgia teams that complicate things. They know who they are, and it starts with running the football, establishing the line of scrimmage. That's what the dogs do.
Great job staying home by the defense there. Offense trying to go option. The QB keeps it. But you see the great assignment football. Everybody's staying where they're supposed to be, and they're able to rally to the quarterback and tackle him for a loss.
He finds his man. Tackled immediately after the catch. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. A strike downfield. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. Georgia ready to dial it up on another 1st down. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Here it is trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Makes the catch. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. That's the end of the quarter, and it's Baylor holding the edge. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the 2nd. They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. They'll try to get it through the air. And a missed opportunity on...
For a bounce-back season in the SEC, plus Caitlin Clark returned with the clunker in Indy, while Angel Reeves continues her sudden surge in the dub. And our 50-stage and 50-day series takes us to Michigan, where Jim Harbaugh, Magic Johnson, and Barry Sanders all make the state's top sports moments.
Defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. He'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48 yards out. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. South Carolina somehow, some way, found a way there in Columbia.
Echo, stop.
Up a much-needed victory. It wasn't a masterpiece, but let's be honest, it wasn't a loss either. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jet. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Echo, stop.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quickly to the tight end. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The new set of downs after the completion. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. They want to just keep throwing it. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. Man, what a matchup. The stakes are really high. Both teams in the top 10, playoff positioning, all the things that go with a midseason showdown, guys.
And these are just fun for us because we got a little bit more juice, too, because both teams in playoff contention, both teams high aspirations, a big showdown, a big prove-it game, Palmer, for both these squads.
And it's been fun because these two teams seem to be revving up right at the right moment. They've gotten better and better as the weeks have progressed, and now we've got this major clash, head-to-head in front of the entire country, all eyes watching.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Got it past the marker. Slips one guy, and now he's loose. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing.
0 for 3, 2 strikeouts for Ohtani. Bottom 9. The Brewers down 2-1. Andrew Vaughn, what a pickup literally last week. He was with the White Sox and now in 3 games in Milwaukee. 3 hits, 5 RBI, including that game-tying ribby. We move to the top of the 10th. Trevor Medill, named an NL All-Star. Wonder why. Runner in scoring position, top 10. Wow. Tommy Edmonds, see you by. 1 for 19 were the Dodgers with runners in scoring position this series. The Brewers were 8 for 20.
Where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? The ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
They'll leave it with him. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. He'll set up to throw. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. Got nothing last time. Now 2nd and goal from the 3.
This defense is going to have to make some adjustments here at halftime because they have been taken advantage of deep down the field in the passing game. They've already given up 2 TD passes. That was almost number 3, and we're only in the first half.
And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. And they've moved their way down, but still they need 2 more yards. Can they bang it in with the running game on 3rd down? They'll run it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown Bears!
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
Well, started, she played 25 minutes, but only in the WNBA standings. Golden State sitting at 29. This season, Clark has been ice cold recently. Can't find a groove after starting the season shooting 40% from distance. She's gone 3 for 28 from deep in her last 4 games. That equates to 10.7%, the worst three-point field goal percentage over a 4-game span in the W's history. Meanwhile, the Diva 5-5 when she plays, 5-5 when she doesn't.
They're growing money trees in Phoenix. Devin Booker has agreed to a historic 2-year, $145 million contract extension with the Suns through the 2029-30 season. That gives D-Book the highest annual extension salary of $72.5 million, totaling $316 million over 5 years. Booker and Suns owner Matt Infield met last night in Las Vegas to finalize this deal, which once again proves that Kendrick Lamar is right. Money trees is a perfect place to shave. Not only is Booker's contract the highest average annual value for an extension in NBA history, it's more than some teams' entire payroll carry. Check this out. He has more money than the Sharks, the Ducks, and the Marlins in the MLB. 50 states in 50 days takes us to Michigan today, where they'll have a sports renaissance. The Pistons made the playoffs for the first time since 2019 behind Kate Cunningham. It was their 3rd longest playoff drought in franchise history.
Oh, the K-Lock. The Tigers also had an incredible season. They're going to have the best record in baseball heading into the All-Star break. Terrence Schumer looking for back-to-back Cy Youngs. Detroit on pace for his first 100-win season.
Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama, where titles are won, legends are made, and fields are named after them. Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Today, 2 teams collide in an old-fashioned SEC showdown. As we'll see, the Vanderbilt Commodores taking on the 15th-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Commodores will kick it away to start. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First down here for the offense. Wide out in motion. The give is to Miller. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets him up to the 24.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
The give to the back. At the 35, he's open. They finally make the the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down.
Really good-looking run. You think about the legacy Alabama has at the running back position. It's ridiculous. Mark Ingram won a Heisman, obviously Derrick Henry, Josh Jacobs. I'm going to go back to Sean Alexander, who I played against back in the day, too. All these guys had speed. All these guys had vision and quickness. And this guy right here, he has all of those traits himself. Just another big-time talent in the Crimson Tide backfield.
Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down.
There's a lot of different ways this offense can attack you throwing the ball. One of them is getting the running back going, and the screen is a great way to get him lathered up and get the defense starting to think about him a little bit more.
Dropping back, it's Milroe. Fires to the big fountain. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Alabama pushing the tempo. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on fourth down. Fires toward the end zone. He's got his man in the back of the end zone, but he was a little too far out of the back. It's incomplete. And that decision will be questioned for a while. First down for this offense. Wide receiver shows motion. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Dialing up a second down pass play. Finds his tight end. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. They'll put the tight end in motion. Quarterback checking off. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. Scanning the field, it's Pavia. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Got his man. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. I mean, again, we see the freaks, we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. The Commodores are on the move. He'll come out throwing on first down. He's going to take off. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Got the ground. It's Alexander. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
And the Commodores will line it up on 1st and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Trying to barge their way in. And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1. Motion from the offense. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Commodores.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution in the drive by that offense.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. A 67-yard touchdown drive there, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. From inside the 15, here's the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. He hurls one deep down the left side. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
And that's how pressure on a quarterback can affect the passing game. They were able to get after him on that play, and as a result, the QB made a bad decision, forcing that football into double coverage.
And he's taken down after a short gain, and that'll do it for us here in the first half. Kickoff and kickoff return teams on the field, and we're just about ready to go in the second half. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They'll start the third quarter with the run. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Back to pass, it's Pavia. They're bringing heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. It's caught downfield. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains.
Just beautiful. And that's a great feeling as a quarterback when you make that throw. It keeps your offense on the field, keeps the offense in rhythm. Obviously not as good as throwing the touchdown pass, but I'll tell you this, way better than having to trot up over to the bench and wait for your turn to get the shot.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around and make things happen, the ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense, creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Quarterback empties his backfield. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Complete downfield. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. The Commodores will hustle to the line.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
They want to run this quarterback. Showing off that power as he plows ahead to the 38.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
Fast motion from the offense. Power football with the run. Tackle is made at the 33. It's about a 5-yard pickup, and that'll be enough for a first down.
I love when players understand situations, and they understand where the first down marker is, and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
They'll give it to him again. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. The give, and tick, 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 tick. Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
They've been very good at moving the chains on third down. 2 for 2 on this drive. This time they need 6. This is a designed run.
Oh, I should have stayed outside.
Is way ahead for a pickup of 4, but they're still left with a 4th and 2. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing.
Don't scream.
We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And as a defense, that's all you ask for. Give the ball back to your offense. Yes, you're still down. You gave them a chance. They got the football. They got some time left. Now can they put a drive together? Maybe go tie this game. Maybe go win this game. Great stop by this defense.
They get him down after he makes the catch. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Using his legs, it's Haynes. Just trucks through it. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. To the ground, he's got it again. And I think they'll give him 2 on that with 2nd and 8 coming up. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Off play action. He lobs one high down the left side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. You're in the 4th quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football. They're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best, and that time they were able to force an incompletion.
Dropping back, it's Milroe. A little screen to the running back. And he scoots out of bounds, picks up the first down, gets the clock stopped, and now they're in business in plus territory. DB's right up on the receivers. Quickly complete. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. Alabama quickly back to the line. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. They're trying to get to it. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. They'll ride the hot hand. He just won't take a big hit. Slides off guys, makes moves. He's down to the 21. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
It's money time, and my quarterback's got to come through, and boy, does he ever. It wasn't with his arm this time, but with his legs. You don't account for his legs? Look at this. Scramble around, get outside the pocket, make something happen, and make the heads-up play to stop the clock by stepping out of bounds.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Timeout called by the defense, and 15 seconds to go in this one. They moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Pushes toward the goal line. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play. A touchdown here on 3rd and goal really ratchets up the game pressure. Defense in press coverage. They'll run it here on 3rd and goal.
Oh, y'all fucking dumb.
Running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
And they desperately needed that touchdown. Now it's miracle time. We got to kick this onside kick and somehow find a way to boot a long field goal doesn't.
Janet
extra
is.
point was
Woo!
good, and we are deadlocked here in the fourth. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they've tied it up in the final seconds. Looks as if we might be headed for overtime. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. First down here for the offense. Looking to move it through the air. Throws to the wideout. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. What a tremendous effort on the final play of regulation. But we've got overtime coming. First play of the first possession of OT. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Oh, how did he make that move? Touchdown, Bama! They strike first here in overtime.
Man, you talk about striking first and creating some momentum in overtime. The first play, you take it to the house and you flip the whole game and put all the pressure on the other sideline. Palmer, that's how you start an OT.
Yeah, David, that's just 11 guys on offense locked in. First play, score a touchdown, put all the pressure on your opponent. They understand what it's going to take to win this football game.
They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. They'll throw it on first down. Using his legs to buy some time. He's right on target. And they'll knock him down. And the Commodores come to the line in the hurry-up. Dropping back, it's Pavia. Fires to the tight end. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. They'll run it on first and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And I really like the decision by the quarterback there. And listen, it's early in the downs. Like, don't force it. Don't make a turnover. He tucks it, get what you can get, and then live to play the next down. I like that execution by the QB.
Quarterback checking the play. They're going to throw it on third and goal. Touchdown, Vanderbilt. They got it in the end zone. Now a decision to make with a point after. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game.
Let's go home, Vandy. Boom, bitch-ass nigga.
I know how to sum up this game succinctly. That was fun, and what a victory to remember.
Fun for them, fun for us, just the back and forth. Games that are so nip and tuck, and you know every play matters so much. These are the games
Eli, big lie.
Yeah, every play matters, David, and that's why coaching staffs practice overtime scenarios and situations throughout the week. It's important to drill these types of scenarios. You never know what games are going to go to OT, and when they do, you love to be able to go out and execute with the game on the line.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David
Come on,
Pollack,
Sue.
Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Damn it. Oh, that pit bit matters last play again. Rushing. Big lie. Oh. 7-4. 8 to start, baby.
With a roster built to his specifications, why is it going to be any better without that who plays in Pittsburgh? Yeah, 41's the new 39, I'm told. Dominic, what's your burning question?
Get rich, bet trying. What?
Like Bill, I have first-hand knowledge of the situation because I'm also one of
Now,
the guys in my field let down by my supporting cast. But no, for me, last year,
I
Bears
just,
had one of the dumbest plans I've ever seen. A guy who was on the ball too long in college,
I already know I don't
an
want.
offensive line that was going to get him the most unblocked pressures and sacks since next-gen stats started tracking almost a decade ago. Surprise, it didn't work out. All of a sudden, they get credibility in the coaching staff. The Bears might have solved their problem in that regard. They were able to get credibility off the line. This is going to work. He's going to be great this year. All right, Bears have a tough assignment with that division. The three teams ahead of them that made the playoffs last year. We'll see what Caleb can do in year two. Let's head to Dallas now, where the Cowboys are less than 2 weeks away from heading to Oxnard for training camp, where all eyes will be on Dak Prescott, who will be given the full go for camp after missing 9
7-5, 7-6, man.
last season. Helps now on his side. Dak's been able to look ahead to growing the connection with his new wide receiver duo. Listen to what he had to say. Being with the guy that gets to get them the ball, it's exciting as hell because you turn on OTA tapes and one of the guys, the ball's in the air, and the other one's got his hands up celebrating already. We just got to continue to grow that, continue to make sure that that's trending the right way. Still has CeeDee Lamb. They got George Pickens from the all-in Steelers. Are you more optimistic or skeptical about how this is going to work? First of all, Dak can pull off a bucket hat. Very, very versatile can. Very versatile can. I am pessimistic for a couple reasons. On the field, this can work. George Pickens, you look at his numbers as far as stretching the field, vertical routes. He's one of the 3 best in the league since he entered into this league with the Pittsburgh Steelers, which, by the way, had quarterback issues. Off the field, that's where I have concerns. Number one, if Mike Tomlin offers you a skill guy in a trade, hang up the phone, block his number, never talk to him again, because he's usually going to win that trade. But then you think about the Cowboys and how they manage their contracts, how they play games, how they play out the string and seem to be, as Dominique has said many times, programming a reality show with them to do those contracts. George Pickens is entering the last year of his deal. He's going to want to get paid. He's going to want to have the ball in his hands. This has potential for off-season fireworks a lot. A lot of off-season fireworks. You said quarterback issues. That was a very subtle move by you, Kevin. He has had terrible quarterback play in Pittsburgh over the course of his career. He has the second lowest expected catch rate for the NFL section. He's been around for almost a decade. Of any quarterback or any receiver over the last 3 years. And he has the 6th highest catch rate over expectation. He has been doing more than other wide receivers have done in those same situations. And it is a bad contract spot, but for me, this is not about re-signing with the Cowboys. This is about signing elsewhere for George Pickens. He's an audition. If there's ever a reason for him to be on his best behavior in a pass-happy offense, would it not be this year with the He'll get right on that. What do you think, Nick?
Yeah, I mean, I think Dak's been awesome when he's coming off of injuries, and I think we underappreciate how good a quarterback he's capable of being, particularly when you have good talent, which he's going to have this year. And I think Kevin's right. It does spell trouble for potential off-season issues. But we ain't at the off-season yet. We're talking about the regular season. And I think the off-season gets a lot easier if the regular season goes well. It's an uphill battle.
Dak does win big when he's coming off injury. After missing the final 11 games in 2020, he went 11-5 the following year, and then after missing the final 5 games in 2022, he won 12 games and threw 36 touchdowns the next year. So if the pattern holds, Kevin, Dak should have a monster year, don't you think?
Yeah, if he's healthy. That's true of a lot of guys.
If he's healthy, are they good enough on offense for him to have to add to this kind of chart?
Yeah, this kind of chart. I just don't see a ceiling as a team that's significantly higher than it has in the last couple of years. They're the third best team in this division. I don't see any way they close the gap, not only with the Eagles, but with the Commanders. That's just a more talented roster in Washington right now. So I think Dak's going to have a vintage Dak year, and it might not matter. That's the unfortunate thing for the Cowboys right now.
Couldn't run the ball, couldn't stop the run for most of last year. They fix any of that?
I think they fixed the run defense. I think they have a better defensive coordinator replacing Matt Eberflus, who maybe stretched a little bit as a head coach in Chicago, but a very good DC in Chicago and Indianapolis. My concern, of course, is Dak staying healthy. That offensive line was key to the system last year. I know they added another first-round pick to that mix. That offensive line is going to decide how the Cowboys' offense goes, how that team goes. Most often, when they're good, their offensive line is good.
Yeah, the offensive line.
I said one day, wow, Eve, here we are, one with nature, one with God. We'll never age, we'll never die. And all our dreams come true the instant that we have them. And Eve said, yeah, it's just not enough, is it?
That's not funny. I was just waiting for more. Yeah. So that was kind of his point.
They got the Thursday opener, right? So maybe it's a few days earlier than Dak.
Well, Wednesday afternoon.
Got his last year. We'll see. We'll certainly be following that storyline as the offseason moves along. We come back. We got 3 big names fighting for their football futures. We'll tell you why this is a make-or-break season for guys like Kyler Murray, Tua Tagovailoa, and Justin Fields. We'll talk about that when we come back. And Deion sounding the alarm. Coach Prime has plans for how to change college football forever. We're going to come right back and talk about that. You're watching Get Up.
Always dry scoop before you run. Listen to me. Hot dog diet got me shredded.
It's time we listen to science. One-A-Day is formulated with key nutrients to support whole body health. One-A-Day, science that matters.
Keep that shower fresh feeling all day with Dove Antiperspirant. 72-hour sweat and odor protection. Powered by Proceramide technology. Healthier, smoother skin for arm-raising confidence. Dove 72-hour protection. Underarm skincare. Some people just know they can save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first.
Yeah. No.
Like you know to check your sunroof is closed first before going through the car wash. Yeah, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first and save when you click or call. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Mom, look what I can do. No, Mom. Look what I can do. Ta-da! Toasted roast beef and cheddar from Jimmy John's. Warm French bread, melted cheese. Speaking of toasted.
Hey, pal! Look at Crispy.
Toasted sandwiches at Jimmy John's. Oh, that's good.
Cash out.
Dive into a Capri Sun for a wave of refreshment. Made with all natural ingredients and no artificial flavors or colors. Capri Sun. Coke, sip, squeeze.
Because everything you do behind the scenes sets the stage for day in, day out. You are a fighter. This is your reward. Modelo, the mark of a fighter.
Ooh, I don't think they take that here, you know?
Of course they take Discover. It's stuck in the past, baby.
You're the one who owns 13 pairs of parachute pants?
And these are my 14.
Discover is accepted at 99% of places nationwide.
Is that the sweet of hope? Justice?
Citrus.
4 months. Hurry in. Offer ends July 31st. With new McValue at McDonald's, you'll get more than you expect. Like buy a double cheeseburger for you and add a McChicken for $1. Because being able to take your little brother out, it's a big deal. Get more than you expect with new McValue. Keep it. They're good. For squad goals and squad wins. People good for these kinds of cheers and these kinds of cheers. Jim Beam. Best enjoyed together. Official spirit of U.S. Soccer.
Our family faces danger that has threatened our planet.
What is that?
Take a gun here!
Are we safe?
I don't know.
You are not to give up.
We will protect you.
Light him up, Johnny!
What's the plan?
Trust me. Hey, that's a
That's a stupid plan.
Marvel Studios' The Fantastic Four. Rated PG-13.
Get Up is brought to you by Iberogas. 6 digestive symptoms, the power of nature, Iberogas. Back to the NFL, now the game of make or break. Quarterback edition. Bill Barnwell, tell us why this is a make or break season for Justin Fields.
It's his last chance to have a clear path to an NFL starting job. Of course, he struggled in Chicago. We saw some highlights, some lowlights for him. He prepared last year. Played pretty well, but then they handed off to Russell Wilson. You don't normally get starting jobs in 4 different places without having to compete all that much. So my concern here is if he doesn't make it with Garrett Wilson at that offensive line, he's not going to get a chance to be the number 1 guy up there.
Dominique, what do you think about Justin Fields in New York this year?
Yeah, I think a lot of us have seen the talent for a long time, and he shows it in flashes. But to be able to be a consistent starter and get rid of the ball on time regularly is something that he hasn't been able to do consistently. And I think Bill's right. This might be his last chance. I don't see too many other teams giving him a chance as a starter after this, unless he has a big and impressive year and shows some growth, particularly in that area of getting rid of the ball on time.
Can he have a big year, Mr. J?
Not this year. But here's the thing. Aaron Glenn comes from the Dan Campbell coaching tree. And I was there when Dan Campbell took over, and they swore up and down that Jared Goff was not a great quarterback. And everybody was laughing at them. And they had a genuine belief in Jared Goff. Nobody remembers this now. Everybody was laughing at the idea that Jared Goff wasn't a great quarterback. And philosophically, they just bought in. And so if the entire Aaron Glenn, the staff, the building, everybody says Justin Fields is our guy, a lot of things can happen. I don't think it's going to be this year because they lack talent. I think they're going to do a slower rebuild, very similar to Dan Campbell. Everything on time, no skip steps, build the talent base every year. Kind of spend year 1 stripping down things to the studs, figuring out who wants to be a part of a rebuild. But I think Justin Fields, if he sticks it out, if there's belief there, he can have a good run in New York.
Not necessarily make a great year. You think he can hang around long enough till they build up that infrastructure around him a little bit?
I hope he can.
Like
Yeah.
Troy did.
It'll be fun to see, that's for sure.
Like Phil said, he has shown flashes. Kevin, why is this a make or break season for Kyler Murray?
Well, I'm a huge Kyler Murray guy. This comes from a place of love. The Cardinals are getting better. I think their roster is leveled up this season. I think they are going to be pretty good. I think Jonathan Gannon's team with a guy like Budda Baker, some of those interesting things we've seen in football. But when you start to get a good roster, the spotlight gets on the quarterback. Kyler Murray statistically has not gotten any better since his rookie season. He needs to reassert himself as a franchise quarterback. The price is steep if they ever wanted to move on from him next year. It'd be over $50 million in dead cap. It'd probably be a trade instead of a cut. But unless Kyler Murray establishes himself as the guy, in the next 2 years, the Cardinals are going to start looking at him and saying, maybe you're the problem. I don't think that's the case. I think he's going to have a big year. But the spotlight is going to be on him. He has to prove himself this year.
Pete, what's at stake for Kyler?
I mean, I'm glad that Kevin's coming from a place of
Right?
love. I too come from a place of love. I think Kyler is incredibly talented, and I think that's why it's not really make or break for him. They are committed to him financially. I know it's not like an 8-year deal, but that's the case. And he's also come from, I think, the talent level is high enough that we've already talked about how Justin Fields has been a bunch of different places. If the worst case scenario happens for Kyler Murray, he's shown enough talent that he'll get another shot. Like, it doesn't feel like make or break in the same way that it does for some other quarterbacks who haven't had as many good runs as Kyler, or many good stretches of quality play as Kyler Murray.
So, yeah, the difference between Kyler Murray and some other quarterbacks is this year is that he's had help.
his entire career. Right? I mean, he had DeAndre Hopkins in his prime earlier in his career. Now Trey McBride, Marvin Harrison Jr. wasn't great last year, but still a really preeminent prospect. James Conner, a very good running game. They've had pieces to work with in Arizona this entire time. So at some point, if you change the coordinator, if you change the receivers, if you change the running back, eventually it does fall on Kyler. So I kind of see Kevin's side of things here. But smart man. Smart man. Place of love. That's what we're all about. That's what we're all here on Get Up. Kyler just doesn't even turn 28, by the way, till next month. Nate, tell us why this is a make or break season for Tua Tagovailoa.
Yeah, I think it's honestly a make or break season for a lot of people down in Miami right now, particularly the head coach and the quarterback. And so if things go wrong, especially considering Tua's injury history, and they're looking for a new head coach and they're looking for a new regime, I don't imagine that Tua is going to get another chance. And to the point that we were making earlier about it being really make or break if you're not going to get other chances elsewhere, again, the injury concerns for Tua are serious, and I can't imagine that there are any other teams outside of Miami that'd be interested in investing in him as a long-term solution. So I think he puts up big numbers and has a great season. That changes the way that we talk about him, and it keeps the people who believe in him. It keeps them in their jobs there, and it keeps him in Miami.
Tua is second in yards per attempt and first in completion percentage in the NFL over the last 2 years. And you know what? The scheme is part of it. Okay, I'm going to take that. But they have not been a great team when Tua Tagovailoa has been injured or on the bench. So I do think he'd have a market elsewhere. I do think this Dolphins team has to consider what their sort of broader roster construction is, right? I mean, they lost pieces over the past 2 years. Devon Holland left this offseason. Christian Wilkins left last offseason. They lost some very young, talented players. I think they have to figure out, are we really going to be able to compete with Tua Tagovailoa? I think he'd have opportunities elsewhere, but I wonder if Miami's going to move on from him if he doesn't play well this year.
Bill, I appreciate you backing up on Kyler Murray, but I'm going with Nick here. Tua has a make-or-break year ahead of him. Part of it is the timing element of it. The Dolphins are going to have to reset their entire franchise. They have an aging, expensive roster that was built to win 2 years ago. In 2023, a genuine pass rush depth. They should have won a playoff game if they hadn't gotten bit by the injury bug in November and December. It was heartbreaking from a football standpoint. Again, not to overstate things, heartbreaking for this world. I'm not sure why I'm so empathetic to that. Yeah. But I don't think that this is lining up from a timing standpoint. I just think at some point that Chris Greer is going to be out of that GM job. Mike McDaniel, we'll see. I would try to keep him around because he's such an amazing play caller. But I just think they're going to have to hit a hard reset button. Tyreek Hill's not going to be there forever. They built this team around speed, around the players that Mike McDaniel wanted, but they really have to clear some cap in the next few years to not be a part of that.
It definitely feels like there was a window where we were talking about can they get Buffalo, can they overtake them, and now we're not having that same kind of conversation. We'll see if the Dolphins can bounce back. A lot more NFL to come on the show, but in the meantime, I need to give you 3 things that you should know, beginning with Lionel Messi, who added another incredible accomplishment to his career. Miami beat New England 2-1. 38-year-old Messi scored 2 goals last night. That made him the first player in MLS history to score multiple goals in 4 straight games, all of which were wins. No, not a make-or-break year for Messi, and we say that from a place of, indifference? I don't know. Wimbledon, Novak Djokovic reached the semifinals for a 14th time. That's a men's record, breaking a tie with Roger Federer. Defeated Flavio Cobolli in 4 sets, setting up a showdown with #1 player in the world, Jannik Sinner. Djokovic is pursuing his unprecedented 25th Grand Slam title. And in Indiana, Caitlin Clark returns from a groin injury, struggled a bit. She had missed 4 straight games. Last night she was held to just 10 points on 4 of 12 shooting as Indiana lost to Golden State 80-61. Fever committed 14 turnovers and shot just 31%. That's their worst in a game since July of 2019. Saturday, WNBA on ABC, ESPN Plus, and Deportes. Nafisa Collier leads the Lynx against Angel Reese, and the Sky coverage begins at 1 Eastern. Coming up on Get Up, Coach Prime stirring the pot with a bold proposal that would shake up college football again. You'll hear it, and you'll hear Paul Feinbaum's reaction next. Plus, Josh Allen and the Bills looking for a Super Bowl breakthrough. One of our analysts will tell you what everything has to go perfectly if they're to have any chance, but he'll say it from a place of love.
Yolanda
what's up? This is G-Wing.
La playa awaits.
When you need a lift, you could use a big financial friend. Your BFF, Experian. Strong enough to help you push past financial obstacles. So even when you have a big expense, you have new solutions that can make a big difference. Well, you do have that big financial friend, wherever your journey takes you. Experian.
Love was nearly lost until Pizza Hut showed up. Go get her. Hi, I'm Peter.
What's up with you brothers?
Starting at $12.99, Pizza Hut is hooking everyone up with more of what they love. Choose from 4 large hot lovers pieces, like the new spicy Hawaiian lovers, starting at $12.99 each. Order on the app. Dad, this guy says that we act like Gillette Labs is some miracle, but it's just another razor?
Well, Gillette Labs ain't a miracle, but it sure as heck ain't my old razor. It's Gillette's best shave. And with up to 30 shaves per cartridge, I'm spending less. Its ultra-sharp blades last 50% longer and give you a fresh blade feeling time after time after time after time. Gillette Labs.
Oh, I really like this photo, man.
With Verizon, everyone gets a free phone. Now I have great internet. Here's another beauty tip. Get in a lift.
Push guy, golden smooth survival skills. My lock is broken.
You can tell time by measuring the sun's distance from the horizon. Looks like happy hour. Head for the mountains.
Yeah, make sure I get too far because they ain't advertising it.
Oh, we're advertising. Get 3 pieces of our crispy, juicy signature chicken for just $5. How's that?
Let's go, Papa.
A car that doesn't offer this kind of welcome is a car that stops short of amazing. At the Lexus Photo Opportunity Sales Event, get offers on select models.
What's understood don't need to be explained. Something nasty's gonna happen.
The Hall of Famers complete their epic trilogy.
Let her love go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Control roll. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1.
The anticipation is absolutely off the charts. What a fight!
Kid parties are rough.
I heard your Wi-Fi works up here, even on game day.
Thomas is a good billionaire now. His new Alpha has his whole place covered.
What?
Who's with the kids?
Oh, don't worry. I'm streaming the security cameras. Oh.
How would you get back down there? Guys, we're trying to watch.
Let's watch together. Live like a gazillionaire with Wi-Fi wherever you need it to watch your favorite sport. AT&T Fiber with Alpha.
Kid parties are rough.
I heard your Wi-Fi works up here, even on game day.
Thomas is a good billionaire now. His new Alpha has his whole place covered.
What?
Who's with the kids?
Oh, don't worry. I'm streaming the security cameras. Oh.
How would you get back down there? Guys, we're trying to watch.
Let's watch together. Live like a gazillionaire with Wi-Fi wherever you need it to watch your favorite sport. AT&T Fiber with Alpha.
Back on Jet Up, and welcome.